Sometimes on our journey, we're used to winning, and we think that things are just going to go straight up, keep moving in the right direction, almost in a straight line. But authentically, on our journey, we tend to run into obstacles. And light warriors, sometimes on our journey, the obstacle is the way. Hello everyone, I am Michael and I help guide people on the evolutionary journey. So, in recent times, and many of you have been on the journey with me, I've encountered obstacles, and I wanted to take this time to make this motivational message to help you understand that sometimes the obstacle is the way. And we're going to take this everyday life experience that I had and use it to create. So recently, many of you were part of a world famous live stream of mine. Didn't turn out to be so world famous, but I set up this live stream. I had it all done. I spent a good amount of time having it set up so that it would be shown to the people several hours ahead of time. And I start the live stream, and I don't know what happened. It all short-circuited, and there was nothing. I got about 14 seconds in, and then it just shut down, and many of you were a part of that. And for me, it aggravated me quite a bit. And you know, I sat there and I was very upset, and I dwelled on it for about 2.5 seconds, and then I proceeded to set everything up. So even though I was tired after a long day, and I spent a lot of time setting up this live stream, hopefully it was going to be world famous, but it didn't work out to be that way. But I knew people were looking forward to it, and even though I was tired, I needed to spend the time and do it in a rapid pace to set everything up and start all over again. Sometimes the obstacle is the way. So, you know, I wasn't too thrilled about it, and because of this, many people, they lost the link, and they weren't able to see the video. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. It's phenomenal. But this is a real life situation, and many of you were a part of it, so you could understand that you can't let obstacles deter you from your path. And sometimes the obstacle is the way, because you can transmute these situations. So, you know, it didn't wind up being such, you know, a good say video in the sense of the audience that it reached, because everything kind of got thrown off and everything kind of went down. But from this moment, it could be used as a teaching tool. The obstacle is the way. So a lot of times on your journey, you're making progress. You're making progress, and you think that everything is just going to continue to move straight up. But it's authentically not going to happen that way. Things are going to go up and down, but we're going to trend upward. Up and away, light warriors. But we have our peaks and we have our valleys. And that's a case of a valley, something that was unexpected and it just happened, and you have to act on your toes. So you can't let certain things knock you down. You got to get up quickly and think on your toes, make adjustments. And that's what this journey is all about. It's about making adjustments and not allowing these obstacles to knock you off your course. We're staying on the path. So I hope that that situation many of you were part of, and maybe you've stumbled across this message. Sometimes you have plans. We all have plans. And the universe has different plans for you. So you kind of get shaken up a little bit. But don't let it totally throw you off your path. You have to make adjustments, and the obstacle is the way. Sometimes actually focus on this obstacle and make it something worth your while, right? So focus on maybe the hardship and transmute it and make it into something even better. So when obstacles happen, circumstances happen that you were not prepared for, don't just say, oh well, that's it. You know, I was incredibly aggravated. And we're here to present in authenticity. Allow the emotions to go through you. Let them go. I was kind of pissed off. But I didn't let it get me down, and I did what I needed to do to get it back up. And I was very tired, and sometimes we're tired and other things happen and it pushes us back on our schedule. So sometimes make the adjustments that are needed to get everything done, okay? And be efficient with these adjustments. So, you know, that was a real life situation, and, you know, dealing with these obstacles, you know, we have to realize that it's about trending in the right direction. That's why it's our journey. And, you know, it's not going to be perfect. Nothing's perfect every time. And even myself, you know, we're used to winning and winning again. But sometimes you got to take the L and just move forth, right? So we could use this as a situation, right? Not every, say, video I put out is going to be better than the last one. It goes up and down. So we had a mishap and it went down. But how do you take that circumstance and use it, transmute it into something better? So I hope this real life example is helpful for you on your journey, because authentically, you're going to have your obstacles, you're going to have your peaks and valleys. But remember, in the long run, we're always trending up. And we kind of get stuck in this, but, you know, let it hit you for a short period of time. And, you know, some people knew I was not so thrilled about what happened, but, you know, it happens, and glitches happen, and, you know, electromagnetic forces knock out Wi-Fi's and all these other weird things and glitches that we're all experiencing. So, but we're out here in nature. You like it out here? One of our favorite spots, Light Warriors. So, you know, there's no glitching today. Grounding in nature. Gotta ground. And, you know, mishaps happen and obstacles get in the way. So I hope that anyone that's hearing this message, you have goals, you have aspirations. I have them as well. And not every day what you put out there is going to be perfect, and you might have these mishaps. It's okay. But how are you going to transmute it? How are you going to make the obstacle the way? I didn't curl up in a ball and just say, okay, I'm done for the night. I kept going. Keep going is not just a phrase. It's a lifestyle. So when things don't work out, always use your clairsentience and feel. Maybe certain things are not meant to be. But sometimes you need to be the bulldozer and keep going. So I didn't let it get me down. Okay, there's certain times where, when in doubt, cancel out. But this is a situation where I know people are counting on me, and I was tired, and I didn't want to do it, but I just keep going. So that's a situation where you just keep going. And sometimes the universe, you know, you have a mishap, but it's for your greatest purpose, and redirect yourself. So this was a situation where the obstacle is the way, and we're going to transmute it. And you know, we have our valleys. So we're going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. And if you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people, and please share with one other person, because if we all share with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. And we come out in nature and we see all these beautiful spots, and sometimes we're together and we're having a good time joking around on the live stream, and sometimes you could see me make the whole thing glitch. It's funny now. It really wasn't funny. You know, I wish it actually saved a little bit of the time. It actually only saved 14 seconds of it, but I was kind of talking to myself for like 2.5 minutes, and I wish it would have saved and I would have left it up there. It would have been funny, but it's gone. So but I was just talking to myself, and I saw your comments and you were like, it's black screen, it's something happened, and I was like, oh well. But I wish I actually had that recorded. It would have been funny now, but in the actual time that it happens, it's not funny. You'll actually see this on your journey. Sometimes you're going through a situation, and that's why it's our evolutionary journey. We're just going through a journey of experiences, and you might go through certain circumstances that you're like, oh, this is not so good, and you could be really upset about them. But in the future, you could actually look back and laugh at these things. So, you know, it's just our journey. You know, use your heart, feel with your heart, and you know what you need to do. And sometimes the live stream glitches and the obstacle becomes the way. But when everything goes wrong, you know, light warriors, we cannot control what is around us. However, we can control from within. Be conscious that the obstacle is the way. Use this to raise your vibration and increase your electromagnetism. Life is so much better when we are all together. If you find this message inspiring or know someone that could benefit from it, please share this message. Dear ones, I am Michael. Find us in the 5th dimension. Have a wonderful day living your everyday life. Not too bad out here, light warriors. Can't make the live stream glitch out, but we have a nice situation that we could look back and laugh on and have a good time about it. But you know what I always say, it is what it is. So keep going. Victory of the light. And so it is. The obstacle is the way.